Heavy Bag Boxing TV. That's my little bro.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
So shout out to my man Heavy Bag Boxing.
My boy at Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Subscribe to Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Get at my boy Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing, all right? You heard it from me. You heard it here first.
Heavy Bags Boxing. Straight out of Norfolk, baby. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? Shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Punch Drunk 412 in the building. Shout out to my guy Tio, Heavy Bag Boxing TV. Get your bitch ass in here and hit this bag.
Just go ahead and subscribe to Heavy Bag Boxing TV because he be lit on his channel, no cap.
You are now watching Heavy Bag Boxing TV. Hit the bag.
Shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing TV. Get in here and hit the bag, baby.
You are tuned in to Heavy Bag Boxing. Get your and hit this bag, dude.
You tuning in to Heavy Bag TV. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, yo. Get your dumb ass in here and hit this bag.
Shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing. It's the one and only Blazer Flair. Woo!
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Zach, Super Duder, 6-time champion world. I'm giving a big shout out to my home team, Heavy Bag TV. You heard? Keep it live.
This is Showtime Sean Porter. You are watching Heavy Bag Boxing.
Thank you for watching my dad on Heavy Bag TV.
YouTube. Yeah. What up, YouTube? Big T.O. Heavy Bag TV. Man, get your big goofy ass in here and hit the bag. All right, man, back with another installment of the Boxing Trap. Alongside the king of casuals, my guy straight out of Vegas, that Vegas insider. I see. What up, boy?
What's going on?
Oh, man. Shit, man. Back like we never left, man. How was your weekend, big dog?
Man, it was good, man. Enjoying some beautiful NFL football, my first love, and also some college football. The college football playoffs is in full steam, and we heading towards the final coming up between Miami and Indiana, so shout out to them. So, and also got into some boxing, man. Sabrina Matias and Mr. Dalton Smith. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So it was a beautiful sports weekend for me.
Definitely for me as well. Shout out them Niners, man. Bang bang Niners game, man. Putting them Eagles out. I appreciate that love. Being an old weak ass Cowboy fan that I am. It always feels good to see the rival knocked out of the playoffs. So for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You mentioned Matias. We're gonna jump right into it, man. We ain't gonna hold the line. Hot topics. Hot motherfucking topics. And we know that's most definitely a hot topic. Matias falls to Dalton Smith, man. But listen, I don't know if you saw the Vegas lines. They had it a little closer than what I think we all probably had it. And me and you had that conversation. You felt like it would go all 12, and I felt like Matias would get the late stoppage. Didn't see this one coming, man. What happened in this one, I see?
Man, it was, put it like this. He took Devin Haney's game plan that he used against Ryan Garcia. He met him in the middle of the ring, and he slugged it out with a slugger. You know what I'm saying? And from all indications, according to you and many others that are hardcores of the sport, Dalton Smith is more of a boxer puncher, they say. But that dude didn't box, bro. He met him in the center of the ring, and they slugged it out. And guess what? Dalton got the best of him.
Yeah, man. I completely agree. First of all, we had all of the speculations about him being just a cold-blooded cheater. I guess they was able to clear that up. I didn't get those details, those exact details of how that transpired. I know he had popped dirty for a fight. He had already had another fight. And I even seen something about maybe the gloves. And listen, man, I hate to put that jacket on somebody without knowing for sure. But it is what it is. Perception is everything. Optics is everything. And a lot of people felt like the cheater got beat. But let me say this. Dalton Smith, doing his post-ring interview, he made mention of that to an extent about him particularly cheating. He said something about PEDs. And my thing is, listen, he signed the contract. So if you sign the contract and you may be under suspicion or whatever the case may be, I'm just going to analyze the fight as it is, right? As it's presented. It was a fight. It was a damn good fight. I appreciated that type of fight. And I think Dalton looked a lot like Paro in there, right? A ton of clinching. As soon as he got inside, he didn't let him work inside. And I'm always going to be an advocate of, I believe and I feel, and I know a lot of y'all not going to agree with this, RC. I know you're not going to agree with this. And I don't give a damn. I'm going to stand on my square when I say it. When you get in there and a part of your game plan is to hug the fighter and try and take that away from him, and it becomes excessive. Not if you holding every now and again, or you got hurt, so you need to hold on so the guy don't knock you out. I understand that. But when it's a part of your game plan and it's excessive, that to me takes away from the fighter who's applying the pressure, right? I'm just saying, I'm giving you what I see. That takes away from the fighter. And that's what you want to do. You want to negate it, but you want to negate his skill set, which in Matias's case is the pressure. You want to negate that, but you want to do it legally. And I just don't believe wrapping and tying a man up 10, 15 times around should be warranted. He should have been, he was warned like once or twice, but he should have been deducted a point, because once the ref deducts that point, that will deter you from trying to wrap him up 10, 15 times around. And then you see how your skill set matches versus his skill set when you're not hugging the man 10, 15 times around. But with that being said, and that's how I feel, I still thought Dalton Smith did a great job, especially in the first few rounds, sharp, getting out of the way, being able to use his legs. But I think eventually the conditioning started to set in. You started to see Matias be able to get his combinations off, and then it was a tie-up fest. I'm just saying.
I mean, like I said, I don't totally disagree with you, but what Dalton negated all of that holding and tying up by just putting the man on the canvas, bro. I mean,
yeah. He eventually got that right hand to get home, and I think he hit him like 3 straight hands. And that last one, the first one hurt him. The second one had him rocked, and the third one put him down. So super dope performance by Dalton Smith. It's hard to take any credit from him. I'm just saying, I hate to see those type of fights where you have a guy that can apply that kind of pressure and he's really, really good at it, but the other fighters allowed to just hold you without no repercussions. That's the part that sucks for me.
Like I said, very casual, friendly fight. I enjoyed all 5 rounds. Non-stop action for me. That's fights like that make casuals tune in. You get what I'm saying? So, like I say, I really enjoyed it. And man, like I say, shout to Dalton Smith. And as a casual in the casual congregation, as we said, we can't wait to see him again. You get what I'm saying? Him.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. So moving forward though, you got a new 140 WBC champ. What happens with Dalton Smith moving forward, and now with his his third loss, but his second loss as of recently, I think his second loss in the last 4 fights. What happens with Matias?
Matias need to move up. Straight up, he just need to move up. He need to go up to 47.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, just keeping it real with you. I mean, I thought this fight was promoted by Turkey Al Rashid. I thought he had something to do with it. Come to find out, the fresh produce people, the fresh promotions through out of Puerto Rico, the one put this fight on at a tune of $1.9 million. And man, I don't know. I mean, Matias, he's kind of independent. Damn, like, if you independent, I'm gonna say it like this: if you independent running through 140, you ain't gonna really get nothing. I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. You gotta have a scrap on you to get some motion at 140. And if you independent with no major promotion, and that's telling me that he needs to go up. That's my reasoning for him going up to 47.
I can dig it. And now, as far as potential matchups, all the politics aside, matchups, is it anybody else in 140 would you like to see Matias against? And Dalton Smith moving forward, a major player now. What do you see in his future?
I mean, he got everything in his hand. He has Eddie Hearn and that matchroom machine behind him. With Eddie Hearn's assistance and with him coming from the A side as a champion, Eddie Hearn is going to actually impute the zone into the mix. So that's definitely going to help offers that he's able to give out. And I know coming out of Dalton's mouth, he wants to unify. And the easiest unification I see that can be made if Richard Hitchens want to stay at 140 is the Richard Hitchens fight. I mean, because I don't really see Al making a move with him, trying to unify with Gary Antoine Russell. And as you know, later this month, in a couple of weeks, the other 140 situation is really going to be muddled, especially if Shakur Stevenson wins that fight, because he says he's immediately dropping. So, I mean, I don't even want to touch the WBO section. So I'm looking at the IBF, which Hitchens has. And, I mean, if that's what he really, really wants to do, that's the first person you go after if you Dalton Smith.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I like all of those matchups for Dalton Smith. I think he really, man, I think he really showed up and showed out and showed the world, like, hey, you know, I'm for real. But we saw the same thing with Pyro, and we saw what Hitchens was able to do with Pyro. And I think the consensus is Matias just definitely has one of those extremely beatable styles when you're a boxer, right? That pressure come forward. It bursts pipes. But when you're in there with a boxer or a high level skilled boxer, he can make easy work out of somebody like Matias. Now, it was far from an easy night for Dalton Smith, but I think the sharpness in his skill set, it most definitely reared his head, and that's why he was able to get the stoppage. Mark Nash TV in the chat, what up? Punch Talk, what up? And my man Connor, what up, Connor? But moving forward for Dalton Smith, which again reminds me a lot of Pyro, but Pyro just don't believe possesses that kind of power at 140. He wasn't able to rock or hurt Matias at all, but Dalton showed us, hey, I can really punch. This is now, let's mind you, this was the very first time Matias had been down, let alone knocked out. So definitely got to give him if you're gonna score that fight for Dalton Smith, what grade you giving him?
I gotta give him an A. The man did it in a hell of a fashion. I mean, I'm gonna give him an A. He did the upset, and he did what quote unquote people didn't think he was gonna do. He stood toe to toe with that man. You know, so give him an A, man. He worked his his plan to the fullest. If that was the plan, he worked it, man. So I give him an A, man. And guess what? He got the reward.
Yeah, I got to give it to him. Like I said, you can't take no credit away from him, for sure. All right, man. Other hot topics: Cinco de Mayo, David Benavidez, Zerto. It looked like that just might happen. And now it appears that, in my opinion, David Benavidez is hijacking Cinco de Mayo, where you'll have another Mexican face of boxing kind of taking over that date. Do you believe that this Zerto fight versus David Benavidez moving up to his third weight class to challenge the unified champion and Gilberto Ramirez warrants a Cinco de Mayo eyeful?
I'm gonna say it looks like. I'm here to confirm. I have the email. It is happening at T-Mobile Arena, May 2nd in Las Vegas, Nevada. I know it's happening. So it's not no if. I think we're gonna check the sources. Let me tell you something about me, chat, and the rest of the world of YouTube. When it comes to this guy here, I stay here. I don't have to go on search and do the internet and what you think and I need to see a reliable source. I am here. I will be there. Okay?
That's breaking news. That's breaking news because I haven't heard anybody who confirmed the fight outside of David Benavidez himself. But I ain't heard nobody actually confirm it. Let's break it.
It's confirmed. That date is blocked. I can't even take off that date. It is confirmed. May 2nd, Cinco de Mayo, David Benavidez versus Zerto Ramirez. Is fucking Daniel. It's not no source. I didn't go through the internet. Nothing like that. You know what my source is? My pay stub.
There we go.
I have to be there
first, man. You heard it here first. Just in case you haven't seen it, broke.
I have to be there.
Cinco de Mayo weekend, I believe, is May the 2nd.
May the 2nd is Saturday, May 2nd.
May 2nd. Benavidez, Zerto for those that unification. Damn, that's crazy. So David Benavidez,
and I also got more breaking news. With David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, will be right here on this channel on Thursday, April 30th, 2026. Keep it locked in. Subscribe. And we here.
Absolutely. That's more breaking news.
Mark it on your calendar.
If you're a big David Benavidez fan, you'll be able to catch him right here on Heavy Bag TV.
This will be the second time he'll be on the Heavy Bag Boxing channel.
TV. Yeah, we did. We was able to interview him. What was that? The Tank fight?
Yeah, it was the Tank. It was the Tank undercard. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the Tank undercard. Definitely excited about that. So moving up third weight class, Cinco de Mayo. And now, in my opinion, there's no better. Is it called successor? Yeah, successor to Canelo Alvarez. Because in my opinion, right now, if you ask me, who would you rather see fight? Canelo Alvarez or David Benavidez?
Let me tell you something. I've told other people this. If David is successful and he stops Zerto, we got a new face of boxing in two-weight classes.
But see, I'm just breaking down to who would I even prefer? Who would I even prefer to watch at this moment in time? Right? And if you put two fights in front of me, I don't care. It could be Canelo versus whoever, and David Benavidez versus whoever. I'm probably going to choose the David Benavidez fight. He's just that exciting. And I just believe he has the skill set to take over that date and flourish as the Mexican face of boxing. And I think a lot of Mexican fans feel that way, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, in your personal opinion, would you rather see David or would you rather see Canelo?
Man, I'm coming from the casual congregation, baby. We need El Maestro all day long. All day. All day.
El Monstro. El Bandera Roja. For sure.
And I'm going to tell you something. These fans will be just as hyped as if it was Canelo, because they know one thing about El Maestro. He is not coming to play May 2nd. And that's one of the questions I will be asking him April 30th, 2026, right here on Heavy Bag Boxing Channel.
There we go. Yeah, for sure. Man, shit. The monster is the truth, man. And in my opinion, give it another year, 2 years. I'm gonna say at least 2 years. I think we're gonna be shocked at just how much attention and how much clout David Benavidez is gonna have. And if you've been paying attention to this channel, which some of you guys have been, I've been saying that from get-go, bro. For sure. Shout out my guy.
I'm not even gonna give it another year, bro. I'm gonna say it's this year. It's for him to take.
You say this year? Shout out in the chat. Show more. What up? You gonna say this year?
This year.
I don't think he does Canelo numbers this year. Well, when I say that, I'm saying doing those numbers. You think he's gonna do some Canelo numbers this year?
Maybe the next fight. Yeah. Depending on who it is, of course. Yeah, I think the next fight. It just depends on who it is.
A lot of confidence in the monster. I mean, like I say, I can see it in the future for sure. I don't know about that early, but it's definitely coming. And I wouldn't let me say this. I wouldn't be surprised if it was in a couple of fights to see some of those numbers in the Canelo atmosphere. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm about to tell you something. I'm really gonna bring you inside, and I'm not an insider, y'all. That's T.O. giving that lead, but I ain't with that. But look, when the email came that we working that fight and who it was, just the excitement throughout the facility of my employment was crazy, was wild. I'm just being honest with you, bro.
For sure.
Put it like this, and I'm going out on a limb, but I'm not going out on a limb because I saw everybody's reaction. It was the same reaction when we all got that mass email of who had to work and who didn't that for that fight that we had got for Canelo and Triple G. Real talk.
Okay, I can dig it.
They excited, bro. They excited.
Shout out Jose in the chat. What up?
What's up?
Round one. What up, boy?
What's up?
Hit me on the joint, bro. You lacking round one. You bullshit round one.
Shout out round one, man.
Shout out round one, man. Yeah,
everybody in the chat.
Man, listen. I'm excited for that Ramirez fight, but for David Benavidez, I hate the fact that they ain't been able to make these. Of course, Bivol with the injury, and God knows how long he gonna nurse that to stay out of Benavidez's way. And I'm not sure what the situation is with Artur Beterbiev. I would prefer him to clean out the division before moving up. But according to Benavidez, he couldn't get those guys in the ring. And this is the latest that I had from Benavidez. Let's give him a listen. And he also confirmed
the fights don't come out light heavyweight. I said this to you a month ago as well. Would you consider going up? And obviously, Jai Bataille fight, I find it a real fantasy fight. You find that interesting?
I definitely find it interesting, but right now, like I said, I'm picking everybody off one by one. Zurdo Ramirez, that's the next fight, May 2nd. We're doing that in Las Vegas. Cinco de Mayo, 2 Mexicans fighting at cruiserweight. I don't remember the last time there's 2 Mexican title fight at cruiserweight, so that's going to be a real treat for the fans, and then we'll just take it from there. You know.
All right, that was David Benavidez confirming Cinco de Mayo with Zurdo. And he was asked about Opataya. Somebody in the chat also said something about Opataya as well. I like that fight. I like that fight for sure. But Opetai's got to, he's got to wait his turn. All of these other names, unfortunately, right now for Opatai, is just a bit bigger. But according to David Benavidez, he's on the list. Is that a fight you'd like to see as well, Aussie?
Against who?
Against Jai Opatai.
I know they're about to kill. I know they're about to kill me. I wish you had that drop from the T-Pain.
What's being dropped? I'm gonna get it.
It's that.
Who the fuck is that? Hey, shout out to the hardcores, man.
Shout out to Calvin Ford. Devontae Davis. Hey, they never came across my desk. Who the fuck is that? Who is that? Where you fighting?
So something that's not on your radar and that you don't want to see right now, basically.
I don't even know that.
For the hardcores that may be tuning in right now, we got to understand that my guy RC over here, he's a casual fan when it comes to the sport of boxing, but I love the dynamic that he brings. So when he tell you that he don't know who somebody is, just bear with him.
No. He need to fight Jake Paul or somebody.
He need to fight Jake Paul. I like that fight though. I think as long as he's saying he's on the list, he's picking them off at one at a time. But Opatai is on the list. Yeah, go ahead.
Quick question. I'm teasing. I heard of him before, but can I ask you a question? What promotion is he with? Is he in a network? What? Yeah.
I ain't even sure, bro. To be honest.
Can I ask you another question, real quick? And you represent the hardcores right now. What was his last fight?
Opatai?
Hold on. Like I tell my wife, don't repeat the question. Just answer. Don't look it up.
I mean, he's relatively. What I'm just saying, he's relatively unknown. I mean, that's not a. The point is though, he's still a good fighter that people are going to ask to see David Benavidez fight. He's a name. There's no names up there. Like cruiserweight is short. It's short up there.
No, he a name, but you don't know his promoter. You don't know his last fight.
Yeah.
Wait.
Name.
No, let me ask you a question. How old is he?
I don't even know. All I know is
Nobody asked him for that fight, yo. Nobody wants that shit.
Yeah, a lot of people want to see Jai Opatai, bro. He knocking shit out. All we know about Jai Opatai, if you're not Australian and you ain't paying attention to the Australian scene, Opatai is knocking shit out, bro.
Can I ask one more question? We're gonna leave it alone. One more question. Can you spell Opatai?
I think it's
Yo, let's leave the man alone.
You don't know Australians, man.
I didn't know you was Australian. Australian. God damn, man. Shut the Australia, man. But god damn, I don't know what to do. He got to feel
Oh, he a Turkey ambassador, man. He an ambassador, man. He with the Turk man. Yeah. Set that shit up. He with the Turk man.
Guess what? Jared Anderson a Turk ambassador too.
Yeah.
All right.
We know who Jared Anderson is too.
All right.
Well, hold up. I think I can tell you his last fight when he got knocked out. That was against.
No. no. We all good. We all good.
Yeah, see, we can't. I'm just saying, just because he doesn't have a big name right now, you can't shit on him, and you're not going. People are going to ask for those fights because they feel like because he's knocking shit out right now and he looks good, you're going to want to make those matchups. That's all.
In the words,
shit on him, man.
I didn't shit on it. I just said I didn't know him. And in the words of Saul Canelo Alvarez, and this is to your point of him knocking shit out. He fight nobody. Nobody he fight.
Yeah, he ain't got that marquee name yet. And he's like a lot of other fighters, man. And just like you know who Hitchens is, he still ain't got that marquee fight. You know what I'm saying? But he's a champion. But I think this dude like 25-0, 27-0, like 20-something knockouts. I can get my shit. Hold on, because I want to.
Yeah, I know you gotta look it up. I know you gotta look it up. It ain't gonna just pop on top of your head.
Yeah, so he 29-0, 23 KOs, bro.
And what boost is? What boost is? 30?
Who's like 30-0, 28 knockouts.
Yeah, about 27, 28 knockouts?
Yeah, some shit like that.
Hey, what you say about Boo?
Boost is stateside, man. You gotta understand. You know, we gonna hear a lot about stateside motherfuckers. This nigga's from Australia.
What you say about his resume? 31-0, 31-0 with 28 knockouts. What you say about his resume? You say this.
About his I mean, it's not a strong resume. I never thought it was a strong resume. Yeah.
Shout out to John Batar, man. I'm not shitting on you. I just don't know you, bro. I'm sorry. I'm going to admit it right here today. I don't know you, bro.
But see, you took the time to shit on this Australian fighter, and that wasn't even a question. I was just asking, was it somebody you would want to see? All you had to do was say, I don't know who Jay Apatow is, so I can't say nothing.
No, I gotta say my little bit of reputation, a little bit like you didn't know him either.
I've definitely heard of Jay Apatow. I've seen a few fights.
I'm gonna do my homework.
Yeah, do your homework, bro. The nigga knocking shit out, bro. I just told you. Just because I don't know the stats on the man, that don't mean, you know, the nigga ain't on my radar. There's plenty of fighters on my radar I can't tell you shit about, but they on my radar. You know what I'm saying?
But you can't even spell his name, Tio.
I ain't got to know how to spell his damn name. I know how to say it.
I'm gonna put it on Google. Hold on 1 second. How we gonna put it on Google to find who he is when we don't get no direction?
But again, people are asking for the fight. Matter of fact, somebody is in the chat right now asking for the fight. Shout out my guy Shelton Moore in the chat. He says, I want Benavidez versus Opataya. He spells it O-P-A-T-I-A. Shout out you, Shelton. Thank you, brother. People are asking. Shout out.
All right, bro. Hey, I'm just not that. I'm just not there yet, Shelton. Yeah, I'm just not there, Shelton. I'm on my way, bro. I'm coming. We coming. The Casual's coming. We just give us a second. Give me a second.
Yes, Opataya, of course. He's a lineal and the IBF cruiserweight champion, of course. He says he's a turkey fighter. Facts. He said, your boy RC does know who Turkey is. Yeah, he definitely knows who Turkey is. He be hating on him, man. Anything dealing with Turkey, he might hate on him. You know what I mean?
No. Let me ask you a question. Was he on a Ring Magazine Riyadh card his last fight? Because maybe I seen him and didn't know who he was. Was he on that, Mr. Sloan? Oh, he wasn't
on the last one.
Oh, how you a turkey fighter then? Hold on. How?
His next fight might very well be on the next turkey card, brother. Calm down.
Might be.
All the time out. All the turkey fighters is not going to be on this January 31st card.
Oh, we know that, but you know,
these turkey cards been a mixture of everybody. We know that. All right, man. Moving on, man. Shout out Jay Apatow, man. I hate when people shit on niggas, man. They don't even know who they is, but it is what it is. I think that would be a good fight, man. David's a monster. Opataya he appears to be a monster, and if he's got the balls to go up there, definitely want to see that. All right, man. What else in hot topics, man? Oh, your boy,
Oscar in hot topics.
Yeah, we gonna get that. That's the main topic, but okay. Somebody else I wanted to highlight. Oh, your boy, Jermaine Ortiz. The last interview he just did, or the most recent interview, he said he's got a tool bag. And Keyshawn Davis, and I gotta shout out my hometown, Norfolk, Virginia. I gotta continue to put the spotlight on my guy Keyshawn, because I just think the upside is crazy, especially with him moving to 140. Jermaine Ortiz is the biggest obstacle, I believe, standing in front of a potential Devin Haney fight. And I think for Keyshawn Davis, that would be the marquee fight. But I'm not going to take anything away from Jermaine Ortiz. I think this is a hell of a test. But I do feel like there's been other fighters like a Medano that's kind of on the same level as a Jermaine Ortiz. Even a Nair Albright, which I know a lot of people ain't gonna give Albright that kind of credit, but I believe he's there. He just hasn't had the opportunities of a Jermaine Ortiz, who came up short against Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, of course. But a huge block on the ascension of Keyshawn Davis. But this most recent interview, he believes he has a bigger bag, more experience, and he feels like he'll get his hand raised at the end of that fight. And for Keyshawn Davis, the question marks about where he is right now in his mental health and his mental space. We've seen him all over social media now. He appears to be amped up. He appears to be hype. And he says, listen, he think he gonna do something in front of me or in front of 20,000 people. He crazy. Let me ask you, RC, and we've been over this before, but for the new audience, how you see that one going, and what do you think about, where Keyshawn headspace appears to be now, seeing him in over social media over the last few weeks?
I feel like Keyshawn's in a great headspace. I mean, he did his due diligence of changing the camp. It feel like he got a new lease on life. He changed management. I mean, I really think he's just gonna take this opportunity on January 31st as a stepping stool, and I think he gets the win by dominant fashion over Ortiz. I mean Jermaine. It's natural for Jermaine to have his confidence and stuff like that, and he do have some substance to that confidence. But I think it's Keyshawn. Keyshawn is taking this new lease on his career after feeling like he lost it. He's gonna take this opportunity and shine. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, and not just a new lease on his career, but on life. Period. I believe, especially with the addition of his child, having to go through all of that adversity with having a young son, all of the people that came out and shitted on him, and I always say this: the same people that shit on you will be the same people asking you for autographs if they seen you in public somewhere. He's had to deal with all of that. All right, he completely removed himself from social media for about 6, 7, 8 months. It felt like, but it looks like he's having fun. It looks like he's gotten to a place where there's no grief, and he's back to, appears to be trying to have fun with it and understanding that life has got obstacles, man. Some, you got to overcome the obstacles and the adversity, but you got to show them who you are at the end of the day. Now, when it comes to in the ring versus Jermaine Ortiz, I would like to say Jermaine Ortiz is a really, really, really talented fighter. I truly, truly believe that. And and my gut is telling me this is not going to be a walk in the park for Keyshawn Davis. But I do believe that he does possess a type of skill set where he could actually make it look like that. I think he possesses a skill set where he could get Jermaine Ortiz out of there at 4th or 5th round if you ain't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? He definitely can box, and he has that where I think Ortiz is missing, that dog. that mean streak. It's the reason. It's a reason why you have a lot of professionals, former fighters, saying that he reminds them of a Bud Crawford. I know a lot of people not going to agree with that. At the end of the day, I feel you. I understand. But I kind of agree, right? This is a guy who can box. The fundamentals of sound. He puts them together very well. And he's got the power, the dog, and the mean streak to get you the hell up out of there. So because I believe that separates him from a fighter like Jermaine Ortiz, definitely going to lean towards Keyshawn Davis in that fight. You agree with that, Rob?
I agree with you 100%.
For sure. I can dig it. Who's that in the chat? Oh, Shell Moore. Shell say, I don't think Keyshawn is ready for 47. And Devin, get your feet wet at 41st. Maybe win a belt, then go after Devin. Yeah, that's what he's going to be doing versus Jermaine Ortiz. Definitely getting his feet wet before the likes of a Devin. And shout out to Devin, though, because at least he's entertaining the smoke, right? He says Keyshawn is on the list. Unlike some other fighters who completely ignored the likes of a Keyshawn Davis. And I think everybody is on the same way when we think he's dangerous. Shout out Shetton Moore in the chat. He says Keyshawn's a good young talent. However, Keyshawn hasn't really fought anybody. Ortiz is the best fighter Keyshawn has ever fought. I can agree with that as well. When you look at the experience and the resume of Jermaine Ortiz, definitely highlighting the Lomachenko and Tio fight, you got to say that. You can lean towards saying that. For sure. All right, moving on, man. We going to the breakdown. It's Sersky. Main topic. Yo boy, Oscar De La Hoya. No. Oscar De La Hoya, of course, Eddie Hearn. They have locked horns several times before. We've been on the rift between Matchroom and Golden Boy. And it's all behind, of course, the Boots Ennis, Vergil Ortiz Boots Ennis fight. We seen Vergil Ortiz last fight where he completely blasted the likes of Erickson Lubin. And who was there? Who made sure they made the journey all the way to be there, to be ringside and jump in the ring? None other than a Jerron Boots Ennis. And it appears Eddie Hearn has been pandering to the boxing media for this fight. And he's not the only one. I think the consensus is we all would love to see this particular fight. But according to Oscar De La Hoya, Vergil's got options. Let's hear exactly what Oscar De La Hoya had to say.
In the meantime, Eddie Hearn is begging the media for this Boots and Vergil Ortiz fight. It's so stupid as a promoter to pigeonhole your fighter into one opponent. You lose your negotiating power, which ends up being a lot of lost money for your fighter. Also, every time a manager tries to be a hero and negotiate behind the promoter's back, they lose money for the fighter. And at the same time, violate the Muhammad Ali Act. And you know what? I'm gonna start sending legal letters enforcing this because I'm fucking tired of it. Some managers are just full of shit and I will be exposing them, trust me. Look, Vergil can fight 2 or 3 different guys in mega fights. He's got options. Imagine him with Errol Spence at Dallas Cowboys Stadium, or Sebastian Fundora in a mega fight in Vegas. Boots is part of the plan, but it doesn't have to be next. But Eddie, since you're so desperate to make this fight, then let's do this. 60-40 for Vergil and 5% to the winner. Because I'm generous and I'm not moving off those numbers. You're the one who's begging for this fight. So let's go.
All right, that was Oscar De La Hoya saying, listen, you're begging for the fight? Well, give us the money. Give us the big side. Give us the chunk, 60-40 and 5% to the winner. I see your immediate reaction when you hear those words from, of course, Oscar De La Hoya? You got to unmute your mic, brother. Got to unmute your mic.
All right, there we go. It must have muted during the video. He don't want the fight. He don't want it.
Yeah.
I mean, he mentioned in that video right there who his options is and who he want to put in front of Boots. I mean, and if you don't know, he updated the video today, giving Eddie Hearn to the end of the day before he started negotiating with Al Haymon.
Yeah, I got that. I'm gonna drop that after we speak on it.
Oh, yeah, but he don't want that fight, man. He don't.
Yeah. And I believe most people feel like you. When you hear that, it kind of sounds like a duck, because when you think about
what's the rush? Since you want it so bad.
Has Vergil even sold out anything? Has he ever sold out anything?
No, not to my knowledge.
Not to my knowledge as well. And then you have somebody in Boots who has sold out his hometown several times now, along with some of the surrounding areas like a Jersey where he did almost 10,000.
Yeah, Atlantic City.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Atlantic City, yeah, Atlantic City. So when it comes to the money, typically, you judge who the A side is off of who potentially sells the tickets. So that's a confusing factor as well.
And plus, Boots is a unified ring magazine coming off that out of the last weight class he was in. So actually, Boots has had some belts on him.
Took the words right out of my mouth. You're talking about a former unified lineal champion as well. And you can't say the same about a Vergil Ortiz. You can't say he didn't sold anything out. I don't think Vergil Ortiz has ever did 10,000 tickets. So, if we weighing it by the metrics, Boots would definitely be the A side. So for Oscar to come out and ask for a bigger slice of the pie, it sounds crazy. Go ahead, Oscar.
You know what's crazy? You, Theo, when you came to Las Vegas to visit me, you was at Vergil Ortiz's biggest fight. You can answer that question more than anybody. Was it sold out?
So, now I'm telling the viewers, shout out everybody who's in there. Please hit that subscribe button, jump in the comment section, and rock out with
that was against Board Show.
I got to see Vergil Ortiz live in person and live in color at what was that, Michelob Arena?
Michelob Ultra Arena at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, Nevada.
I think it holds 8,000.
Well, with boxing 10. With boxing 10.
Okay, so if it held 10,000, you might have had 4,500. Where I was at, might have had 4,500 to find maybe half a house. So that was the impression that I got seeing Vergil versus headline versus Boy Chuck live somewhere other than his home turf. He didn't do so well. And that's just from personal, I'm telling niggas from personal experience. So again, not a lot of negotiating power in my opinion. So I can understand how the optics make it look like they could be pricing themselves out to avoid fighting Boots Ennis. Now let me ask you this: do you just believe that some Oscar shit Vergil is willing to fight anybody?
Well, I'm about to tell you this. Oscar has a known history of when he's about to sell his fighters out, he does it at a high clip. I'm going to give you the Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis. High clip. Zabeda versus Shakur Stevenson. He held the fight off because the fight was been supposed to happen. He fought old boy Tevin Farmer twice. Made him a little money. Then sold him out for 2.5 to Shakur. I'm going to give you another one. He also, Zerto. He's selling Zerto out to Benavidez. Big money. Cinco de Mayo. Ring Magazine. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This is Oscar's history. And I'm going to give you another history of Oscar. Remember when Schofield was supposed to fight Shakur Stevenson at the beginning of last year on the ring card? And what Oscar said? Well, he's so early. He got so much to left. But if he really want to fight, I'll let him do it. It's Oscar's history, bro.
Yo. Shout out my guy Shelton. Yeah, that is Oscar's history, man. Shout out my guy Shelton. Charlie says, don't forget that Vergil has a Mexican fan base. Where the Mexicans, they ain't take their ass to Vegas.
Now let me ask you a question, Tio.
Oh, Boy Chuck. Nobody knows Boy Chuck. Nobody knows Karen Shuckajan or Limos or any of them other niggas that Boots was fighting, but he still was selling out.
Let me ask Mr. Shelton a question. Well, actually, I'm gonna ask it through you, Tio, because you was there both times. You saw how Mexican fan base shows up when you was at the Canelo fight, right? Canelo Bud fight, right?
Yes.
I'm only asking you and Vergil to get 8,000 of that, 7,500 of that. Bruh, it ain't the same, bruh.
It's not. And real quick, 70,000 people, that shit just hit different, bro. I felt like a fucking ant in an ant farm, bro. That shit was crazy. 70,000 people hit different. But no, right. And most of them, like in my section, bro, it was literally nothing but Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when they want to show up, they gonna show up for sure. Exactly. It's still early for Vergil too, man. You know what I'm saying? True. Boots has over 30 fights. You know what I mean? I think he's a little bit more established, of course. But I think I believe Oscar is trying to leverage the upside because he knows that this is a big fight, right? So putting that out there, he's trying to leverage the upside of Vergil Ortiz. He knows that this is a dangerous fight. He knows that past opponents of Boots Ennis, ask for bigger paydays. So can you blame him? But again, the shit comes off as a duck. And if you really wanted to make this fight happen, if you guys wanted to make this fight happen, you would have just slapped a 50-50 on it and called it a day.
There you go.
Bottom line.
There you go.
Optics is everything, man.
Yep.
So let's listen to what Oscar had to say to wrap up today. He dropped this just maybe a couple of hours ago on the fight.
I mean, it's been 72 hours since I made that video calling out Boots and Eddie. They want the fight so bad. Let's make it. I'm right here. 60-40, 5% to the winner. Let's go for March. I have banger fights lined up for January, February, Cinco de Mayo weekend. Let's get this fight done. The fans want to see it, but guess what? Vergil has other options. So if you want it, call me. I'm Vergil's promoter. Somebody authorized on that side, and I'm sure it's Eddie Hearn, your Boots' promoter. Call me. We'll make the fight. 60-40, 5% to the win.
60-40, 5% to the winner. So he appears to be genuine, and I think they take that 60-40 deal because that's that's probably going to be a nice chunk of change for Golden Boy and Vergil Ortiz. Would it make sense? Let me ask you this though: would it make sense for Boots Ennis and Eddie Hearn to agree to this just to get that fight under his belt, maybe win, and then that propels him to something else?
Hell no. Why? Why? I mean, think about this. I either can take 40%, or I'm gonna let Eddie finagle my way and give me the Baru Zanzias winner, and I'll be unified. I'll wait on the unification.
That's what I'm about to say. It's not like Boots doesn't have options,
right?
Oscar De La Hoya is looking at it from, all right, they pressing us, they running us down, right? He feels the pressure of Eddie Hearn and Boots, so he's trying to. This is his strategy. Since y'all want to fight and y'all pressing us and y'all breathing down our neck, make it 60-40. What's up?
Well, for me to answer that, As I left y'all on last Tuesday, I was supposed to announce this on Wednesday, but we all was having all kind of technical issues. So we can drop the breaking news now. I'm about to break y'all some news right now, bro. And I was supposed to do this Wednesday.
All right, well, let's break it, goddamn.
Vergil Ortiz versus Errol Spence in Cowboy Stadium for this summer is already signed, sir.
Oh shit, nigga! Now you just dropped a damn bomb, nigga.
When he said he's working with Al Heyman now, and they're gonna put a lot of fights on stateside, yeah.
Gosh, now when he said that, I thought he was talking about Barrios Ryan Garcia. I had no idea.
That's just one of them. When he closed the deal, it was that deal got closed over the weekend. To keep it real with you, when he closed the deal, it opened him up for Vergil Ortiz. Which one do with Earl? Earl willing to come back, but it's got to be in Dallas, and it's got to be our way.
Yo,
sign it.
I like it, but I hate it for. I mean, I like it, but I hate it for of course Earl Spence. We're gonna get into that in a second, real quick. My guy, Mark Wynn.
And I got one more to add to that.
What up, Mark? What's up? Go ahead. What you want to add?
Vergil Ortiz versus Errol Spence. Vergil Ortiz is guaranteed $10 million.
Gosh, yo, man. For both fighters?
No, that's Vergil. That got the deal done. It had to be a $10 million guarantee for Vergil. We don't know what Earl get. Earl getting more than that.
At that rate, he'll never fight Boots. It's gonna have to come from Turkey out of sheet. Because I think this was a fight that they was trying to make without Turkey.
And they succeeded in that. They succeeded in that.
No, I'm talking about the Boots Vergil. Because if Vergil gets $10 million for Errol Spence, there's no way he's taking a penny less for Boots.
Well, that's the point of the 60%. See, the 60%, the mathematics add out to 10 plus million, if you do what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Because if it's not going, because I would love to know what the purse is. Then that's the only thing. I just didn't think. Like, this is a big fight, but I didn't think it would warrant a 10 million purse for either one of those in this fight.
Right.
Maybe I'm just
that's what Vergil and his management and what they're trying to get out of for Vergil now.
And again, for those who are just tuning in and don't know us, don't know this channel, this is my guy, RC, who lives in Vegas, works a ton of the Vegas fights, and does have a ton of insider information that comes across his desk. I know he don't want to be called an insider, but nigga,
I'm not. All I know is this. Well, where Oscar shot that video at in his home, that's in the 89012, which is my zip code. That is 7 minutes down the street. I think next week I'm gonna take y'all outside and I'm gonna give y'all that same thing out the window like he got. Not bragging, but I'm in Henderson. Shout out to him.
I'm just saying, you just proving my point, man, nigga. You're inside. You can see, you seeing and you hearing and you knowing shit that we don't. So that's super dope.
But yes, what it is him and Earl got it together already. It's just Boots is gonna come either match it or beat it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Word. That's what's up. I hope that ain't true though, man. I'm gonna keep it a bean, RC, because I fought with Errol Spence. Of course, you know I picked him to lose in the biggest fight of his career. I picked him to, but that doesn't mean that I wasn't rocking with Earl, right? Love his career, love what he was able to accomplish. I just hated the matchup for him versus, of course, Terrence Crawford. And moving forward, having been out of the ring now, that fight was in 23, bro. June or July of this year make 3 whole years.
He don't do tune-ups.
And now you hear what you just said. You hear what you just said though. I think that soundbite comes back to bite him in the ass because nigga, you got to do some tune-ups. You cannot sit on the sideline for 3 years and then step in there.
All I'm telling the YouTube public, all I'm telling all the subscribers, all 12,000, and also everybody in this chat, bookmark January 12th, whatever time it is right now. I told y'all first. I don't do YouTube. I do communication in the 702. I've been here for over 12 years. I'm telling y'all, this summer, Bookie, May 2nd, Benavidez, Soto, T-Mobile Arena, Bookie.
For sure. You heard it from the man himself. I can dig it. But I don't like it, man. I do not like it for Earl Spence, man. Your immediate thoughts on that fight. Earl Spence comes basically out of fucking retirement and to fight a young, strong, hungry dog. I think Vergil Ortiz may be the epitome of what we mean when we say dog. Immediate thoughts.
You know what's crazy? You was at the Boychuk fight. Let me ask you a question before I answer my question. Just real quick.
Yeah.
Who won that Vergil Boychuk fight, T.O.? You was there.
Who was at the
who won it?
At the boy.
No. Who won it in your opinion? Who won that fight?
In my opinion,
in your opinion,
I didn't feel like I didn't, and me just being real, I didn't feel like Ortiz did enough to lift that belt off a Boychuk. I ain't think.
All right, perfect. I'm gonna say this, Earl. If Earl come back mind right, he filling out that 154, and he give you any glimpse of the big fish, of the truth. Let me tell you something. It might be a long night for that little youngster, bro. I ain't lying. Just saying.
Listen, I ain't sipping none of that Kool-Aid. Earl come back and fight Vergil Ortiz. I'm betting the whole fucking farm on Vergil Ortiz. He's knocking Earl Spence the fuck out. His button already got touched. You've been on the shelf too long, and it's no way you coming in here fucking with young Vergil Ortiz. I'm sorry. And niggas know I rock with Earl Spence, man.
Let me put a quote in there.
Man, I rock with him. But
let me put a quote in.
Fuck out by Vergil Ortiz. I'm sorry.
Let me put a quote in there. I don't know. I'm feeling real eerie about this fight. Like I say, I'm not picking yet. I'm not picking. But I'm getting 2019 Pacquiao Keith Thurman. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Pacquiao Keith Thurman vibes.
I'm feeling it.
Let me tell you another thing. Earl Spence is no Manny Pacquiao.
I understand it.
In the chat.
I understand it.
I like y'all boys. New subscribers. See, that's all I see. See, y'all see he coming back just for you, man. Man, yeah. I'm not falling for that shit. No, sir, brother. No, sir.
Remember,
is getting knocked the fuck out. And I don't think he makes it past 6.
All right, they gonna be in Cowboy Stadium.
Dallas went in the chat. He said, "I see that casual. He laying in a hammock." Shout out my guy, Mark Wynn. Punch Talk say, "Let's go Steelers." I'm streaming the game as I get home. Man, we way off subject. Shout out to the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers though, man. I think we gonna be right in time. What time is it now? Oh yeah, the game finna start. We right on time to wrap up in a minute, man.
For sure.
In fact, I'm finna wrap this thing up right now so we can get to the games. Last segment of the show. We want to hear from you.
Next caller. What up?
Yes, sir. Now, this is the part of the show where if you got something on your chest and you want to get it off, or you got some questions that you might want to ask me and RC, I got the link in the chat right there. And I'm gonna put up this number. Hopefully, I can get this thing working.
And I got one more thing to add before everybody start coming in and showing us all the love. Shout out to everybody in the chat and calling in and all that beautiful stuff. We forgot to talk about February, Las Vegas, Nevada. It was announced today.
Ryan Garcia Barrios, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yep.
And I'm here to drop this bit of news. I talked to some people today at work. February 19th, 2026, coming live to the Trap Podcast. Ryan Garcia will be here. Confirmed. February 19th.
Gosh, so mad. February 19th, you heard it here, folks. You heard it.
Because he will be live against Mario Barrios February 21st in Las Vegas, Nevada.
We gonna be in the scrum, baby. Hold on real quick.
Oh, no, ain't no scrum. It's scrum 101.
Oh, shit. See? Let everything loose. That's that shit I'm talking about. Let me bring up my man Shelton Moore. What up, Shelton?
What's up, y'all, man? How y'all doing, brother?
What's going on, man?
Oh, I'm chilling, man. I was listening to y'all, man. I like y'all boys, man. I'm a subscriber, man. I'm fucking with y'all. I like y'all boys, man.
I appreciate that, man. We definitely appreciate the love, man. Damn right.
Yes, sir. Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you, man, for jumping in the chat and subscribing, man. What's on your
Yeah,
brain?
man. I had to, man. I like what y'all talking about. Yeah, my man, I'm clowning my man job, but let me tell you, if you know boxing, you know who Benavidez was. Benavidez was a long-reigning cruiserweight champion, and he only lost to two people. Benavidez only lost to two people. He lost to Alexander Usyk. I'm pretty sure you know who that is.
Of course.
And he lost to Jao Pataya. That's the only two people he ever lost to.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jao Pataya is the truth. David Benavidez is the truth. I just don't know about David Benavidez going up to cruiserweight and beating this dude. I just don't see it. But it's a good fight. I want to see the fight.
Me too, bro. Shelton, I'm with you, bro. Two monsters. Now I haven't, completely studied Jai Opataya's career, but the last few fights I've seen him in, he appears to be the truth, right? 29-0 with 23 knockouts. That says a lot to me. And I always want to match the best versus the best. A lineal IBF champ versus now a 2-division champion. I want to rock out with it.
Y'all come on once a week or twice a week?
Monday through Wednesdays, man, 7:00. We'll be here, brother.
Okay, so when you get some time, I got my notifications on, so I know when you're on.
Okay.
When you get some time, if you want to know anything about Jai Opataia, you go back and you watch the Benavidez fight, the first one.
Okay. All right, I'm definitely
Benavidez versus Jai Opataia for the IBF Cruiserweight Championship of the world. Go watch that, and that'll tell you everything you need to know what to do.
Man, you know what, bro? I want to say I seen it, bro. I promise you, I want to say I saw it. But I'll definitely do that again, man, and get more familiar with your boy Opataia for sure.
Yeah, I ain't gonna spoil it for you. But pay close attention. Pay close attention to rounds 10 through 12. That's gonna tell you everything you need to know about what kind of dude this is.
Was they on the undercard or did they headline that one?
No, that was the main event. That was the championship fight. That was the main event. And Opataia fought from round 10 to round 12. He finished the fight with a broken jaw, broken 2 places.
Oh yeah. I remember that shit. Yeah, that right there just reminded me of that fight. I remember that fight, bro. Yeah, because bro was in there with the broken fucking jaw. Yeah, that's what's up.
And then
check him out.
When he healed up, RC, guess what he did? He ran it back with Benavidez and beat his ass again.
Right. That's what's up.
That's what's up. So we gotta get Benavidez through Zerto first. We talk about Benavidez and Opetawa. He gotta get past Zerto first. Zerto ain't gonna be no walk in the park either.
Nah, I don't think so neither, man. But I think people looking at how kind of fundamentally, and I ain't gonna say it was easy, but he made it look easy. Zerto versus Bivol. So if that's a barometer, you feel like David Benavidez most definitely, could come in there and smoke him.
Yeah, because Bivol, when Bivol fought Zerto, Bivol was just too fast for him. He couldn't do that. He 12 Zerto. He beat him every round. Zerto didn't win a round.
And if Bivol too fast for him, I don't know if he ever really paid attention to the hand speed of David Benavidez. But
we know he got hand. We know he got hand speed. But if you watch that fight, if you've been watching Bivol, Bivol was in and out. He gonna come in, box with you, drop some punches on you, and back up, get up out of there. Where David Benavidez is gonna press you. He gonna be there to be hit. Only question with Benavidez is, can you take what he putting out? Because he's there to be hit.
Yeah.
And like you gotta look for David Benavidez. He ain't going nowhere. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. You ain't gotta look for him. He ain't going nowhere.
Nah.
He gonna be right in front of you.
He want to give you that fan favorite fight, man. That's what I love about him.
And fucking with Zerto, because we know Zerto is slow. But it's three things about Zerto. Zerto is big, Zerto can fucking punch, and Zerto crafty.
Yeah. And that's why I ain't mad
at him. And I'll say this, and I'll say this and I'll leave it alone. When your record is 53-1, that means you can fight.
Yeah, until you get to a certain level, for sure. There's a lot of blowed up records out there, boy, especially the Mexicans. But,
yeah, but you gotta remember. But see, you talking about a guy who was champion at 68. People forget that. Zerto was champion at 68. He was champion at 75. And now he's unified champion at cruiserweight. So he's been a champion a long time.
Right. Yeah. For sure. Hey, you ain't got no arguments out of me. I like the fight. And real quick, before you get up out of here, man, give me your thoughts on this whole Vergil Ortiz and Boots situation. Is it a duck?
Well, shit, I'll just say this. If I was Boots, because I like Vergil, I like Boots. They both good young fighters. Vergil actually has fought better competition than Boots. Boots ain't really fought nobody. If I was Boots, though, if I really want to fight, I would call Oscar's bluff. Okay, 60-40, 5% to the winner, run it. Now we'll see if you really want to fight or you were just running your mouth.
If he was just selling them wolf tickets.
Yeah, was he selling tickets? Because if you want to think back, people want to say Boots is a great fighter. He's next up. He's this and that. Okay, if that's true, if you think back, didn't Floyd do the same thing with Oscar? Oscar had 80-20. Floyd said run it.
Yeah. Floyd agreed to every term Oscar had, man. Down to the damn gloves.
Yep, run it. Because I'm gonna beat your ass anyway. Doesn't matter.
Right. Hey man, great breakdown, great perspective, my guy. I appreciate you stopping through the show, man.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me, man. I'm gonna watch the Steelers game. Yes, hopefully, I win some money with the Texans. I went with the underdog.
Okay. Well, I think the Texans is the favorite, bro. They like minus
in Pittsburgh. The Texans the favorite in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and even with DK Metcalf coming back, they still the favorites. Yeah,
DK still. But you know what? I won't win as much. I put my money on the Texans, man. Hey, enjoy your night, brothers. Thank you for having me.
My man, shout out Shelton, bro.
Shout out Shelton.
All right, RC, it's that time of the show, man. We getting up out of here. Take us home.
Hey, man, like I said, man, shout out to everybody tuning in for another beautiful show. I personally gonna be out of town on Tuesday and Wednesday, but I will be gonna figure out a way to get back in here. But I'm heading back down south. Y'all hear my accent? I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm headed back to the NO tomorrow. I'll be there for the duration of the week, but I will be checking in and checking y'all out, and everything gonna be everything and stuff like that, man. So hey, it's like that. And don't forget, next week I will be live out of here. I'll be outside, not the inside. I'm gonna be the outsider. Cause next week in Las Vegas, we got Andy Cruz coming to town. And Eddie Hearn and the whole Matchroom Boxing is bringing the circus to town. So I'm definitely going to be in the mix for that. Get ready for that. And like I said, man, we had great news. Ryan fight in February. We got Zerto and David Benavidez coming to town in May. And right before that in April, we got Usyk and Deontay Wilder coming to town. Say, bro, y'all keep it locked, bro.
Keep it locked, man, right here on Heavy Bag TV. Shout out everybody who joined us today, man. We appreciate their love. If you haven't already, hit the like button for your boys, man. Smash the like button.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the chat. If you like the apparel, the Heavy Bag TV apparel, you can check out the channel store, man. That should be right below somewhere. That's all we got for you on this one. We are out of here.
Heavy Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV. That's my little bro.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
So shout out to my man Heavy Bag Boxing.
My boy at Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Subscribe to Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Get at my boy, Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing, all right? You heard it from me. You heard it here first.
Heavy Bags Boxing. Straight out of Norfolk, baby. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? Shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Strength 412 in the building. Shout out to my guy Tio, Heavy Bag Boxing TV. Get your bitch ass in here and hit this bag.
Just go ahead and subscribe to Heavy Bag Boxing TV because he be lit on his channel, no cap.
You are now watching Heavy Bag Boxing TV. Hit the bag.
Shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing TV. Get in here and hit the bag, baby.
You are tuned in to Heavy Bag Boxing. Get your and hit this bag, dude.
You tuning in to Heavy Bag TV. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, yo. Get your dumb ass in here and hit this bag.
Shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing. It's the one and only Blazer Flair. Woo!
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Zach, Super Duder, 6-time champion of the world. I'm giving a big shout out to my home team, Heavy Bag TV. You heard? Keep it locked.
This is Showtime Sean Porter. You are watching Heavy Bag Boxing.
Thank you for watching my dad on Heavy Bag TV.